Actually, this is my gender reveal. I'm having a girl, and now I'm not on birth control. Hi, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of Bree Tv. How does that sound? I'm trying it out. Maybe I'm gonna change my name today. I don't know.
Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that?
Y'all know who I am. Isha be the actress, and I'm here with two of my good friends.
It's your girl A_Bree. You know, subscribe to Bree Tv. And yeah.
Hey guys, it's Worldofya. I don't have no YouTube yet, but soon.
Coming soon. My dog gonna be dropping bangers soon.
You know. Oh, and don't mind my nails. I took these. I'm not sure, but I took these off. So
I want to see how this looks.
Oh my god.
So, this is my first women's video, and I plan to do more videos like this. You know, just to bring women together and show, you know, women empowerment. So this video is going to be about birth control and if it works. Okay. I asked some friends if they were able to ask 3 women a question about birth control, what would it be? And here we are, 3 women with a list of questions. These 2 haven't seen the questions yet, so you know it might be some, you know, surprises in there. First, what method do you use?
So I use the IUD. IUD is the one that goes inside of you. I don't really know how to explain that. Pretty much that's it.
It's an intrauterine
Device.
Device.
It's like a small surgery.
Yeah,
right?
it's like this. And it's weird.
You have the one the copper one, or the plastic one that gives you like hormones.
I don't know which one I have, to be honest. I just know it goes inside.
Okay, I got it.
So I take the pill. Yeah, it's the pill, like.
Okay, so in the last year, I've actually taken 2. At first, I was doing the shot every 3 months, and then I decided that, you know, it wasn't really working for me. So I decided to do the patch once a week, and I changed it or whatever. So that's why I thought it would be a good idea to do this video, because we have 5 different methods here. We're not going to name the 5th one, but yeah. Okay, so the first question: what are the side effects that you've experienced?
So me, with the IUD, like, at first I was getting the shot, but I stopped that because I couldn't keep up with it. And with the IUD, it's like my menstrual comes on, and it's like on for days at a time. And then sometimes it'll come on for like 1 day, and then don't come back on for like another 2 months. So it's like that. And then also I don't know if it's just me, but it gets me very angry. I get very angry, especially when it's that time of the month. It's like I crave everything. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So for me, I take the pill, and it's the low progesterone. Yeah, low progesterone one. So it's like not that much hormones, I guess you could say. But I don't really have many side effects. Like, I use it to skip my period. When I do that, it doesn't have like any like leakage or anything. What else? As far as like mood swings and stuff, I feel like it's the normal amount that I usually have, just like maybe a little bit more intense. But yeah, other than that, it's no weight gain. I don't have like pimples, like I'm not breaking out or anything. So yeah, I don't, anything anybody else we talk about, I don't have that.
Okay, so for me, with the shot, I used to frequently like not have periods, or I would have periods for the whole month. And the benefit of it, it didn't make me gain weight, so it made my butt bigger. And also, it stopped my cramps. That's for one. I used to get really like nauseous, especially with the patch now. I used to get really nauseous every time I change it. It's not very, fun. I don't really like that. Does it work?
Yes. I don't want to get into details, but it for sure works.
Okay.
It definitely works. I use it to like skip my periods because I have like really bad like intolerable periods. So yeah, I use it for that. It definitely works for that. And as far as like pregnancy wise, like I ain't pregnant, so yeah. But it only works if you keep up with it. Remember, you gotta take it consistently at the same time. Even if you miss one though, like if you miss a few hours, like let a few hours go by and take it, then you'll still be fine. But like if you miss like 2-3 days, just have your period and then start over.
Okay. Do you guys feel different compared to before you were on birth control, if you can recall that?
I'll go first. I don't feel any different. I feel like I feel the exact same. Like nothing's really changed, except for like I said, like mood swings are a little bit more intense. But like as far as like major changes, like nothing.
Okay.
Nothing's really changed for me, except for the period being on longer or maybe shorter or not coming on at all. That's the only thing that pretty much changed, but everything else, nothing really changed. Oh, I'm more safer and secure when that happens. So
okay. I think I feel a little bit different only because my body has developed more. Like y'all remember when I didn't have no titties?
No. I felt that because she had more titties than me.
Oh my god.
She had more titties than me, and like now it's like they don't. I don't know, feel that a little bit. It's just a little something.
My homegirl getting up there. Period.
Do you feel like you were forced to be on birth control?
No, I wasn't.
I wouldn't. Since you're taking a little minute.
No, I'm gonna answer.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I feel like I wasn't forced, but if you know me, I already have a child. So I feel like that was the best thing to do was to get on birth control.
Okay, the next best step. For me, I don't think I felt forced. If anything, it was really like hard for me to get on birth control. Like I was supposed to be on birth control at 16. I think I started 2 years later at 18. I'm not gonna say too much on that. If you want to know, look in the description box. Do you enjoy being on birth control?
I enjoy it. It makes my life so much easier. Like for real. Like just not having to worry about having periods is like exhilarating.
The rush.
Yeah.
What do you have?
Do you enjoy being on it?
I mean, yeah, it's cool, but people have different side effects and everything like that. So some days it's good, but some days it's just like, dog, what? Like, why? So yeah.
Okay, for me, I enjoy it, but sometimes I don't, because sometimes it makes me feel like when I miss my period, it makes me feel like
am I pregnant?
Yeah. That's another thing. Like,
yeah,
if
I had that scare just recently.
If that happens, because it's like, okay, that happened to me recently, actually. And what happened was, right, so like it was around the time that my period is usually supposed to come, and so I was getting like cramps, but usually when I skip my period, I don't get no cramp, like I don't get no side effects or nothing. So I'm like, wait a minute, are these cramps or is that? So I'm going crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. So I did what I had to do. Wasn't no baby. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just have my period this month.
Girl.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna just have my period this month so it could just reset, restart, so I feel more comfortable.
Okay. Have you guys experienced it affecting your body in any type of way? I know that kind of sounds similar to side effects, But as far as your body, like you were talking about the pimples and stuff, have you experienced, you know, like more pimples on your face or anything unusual that you wouldn't have?
No, not really. No.
I'm fine. I'm good. Chill.
I think when it's time for my period to come on, I begin to get more pimples. So that's but I mean, I think that always happened to me, really before and after. So I think it's now just more. Does it make you gain weight?
It ain't make me gain nothing. I actually, when I started, I lost weight, but that probably has something to do with the fact that I was in college, and you know, I'm sad to say. First of all, I was in college in New York. That is a mistake in itself. So it's like I was broke, and then I was already too broke for New York. So it's like I just wasn't eating that much. So yeah, and stress, and you know, like I ain't have my grandma cooking for me in New York.
Right.
So if she wasn't cooking,
yeah,
I wasn't there.
She wasn't feeling it. My homegirl wasn't feeling it at all. Did it make me? Well, if you know me, I'm very skinny. So birth control, like people would say, oh, it helped me gain this weight, helped me gain that weight. Me, it did nothing for me. I gained nothing. So only thing I can say is my titties probably grew.
Yeah.
My titties grew, but not nothing else.
But that's usually what happens when you have like more hormones coming into your body. It's like not puberty all over again, but it's like you get just more hormones. Like your titties gonna go, bro.
Right.
That's rhyme.
So for me, with the Depo shot, I feel like because they were shooting me in my butt, that it was kind of like butt shots. I ain't gonna lie.
Pretty much.
I ain't gonna lie.
Pretty much.
I felt like, you know, that's what it was, and it did its job.
My whole thing.
Okay, can you have intercourse on birth control and still get pregnant?
On the pill, of course. If you don't keep up with it, if you don't take it at the time you're supposed to take it, if you don't take it every day, of course, like,
right.
99.9% if you use it, so 0% if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Period.
So in my situation, the one I have is for 5 years. I have the birth control for 5 years. So, you know, even though, like, they tell you it's secure and nothing's gonna happen, you still don't know, because people can still get pregnant on birth control. It's like you could be that one, because there's always that one person that just gets pregnant on birth control. So I feel like you can, but you know, you never know.
You never know. And I always say, I feel like, you know, once you make that adult decision to, you know, engage in whatever you're engaging in, you just have to be responsible. It's all about responsibility.
Yeah.
Like, you have to make sure you're going every 3 months. You have to make sure you're changing the patch every week. You have to make sure you're taking pill every day at the same time.
Yeah.
So
I
feel
couldn't
like
do that.
And if not at the same time, then if you miss a few hours, that's okay. It's not like so if you miss a day or 2 days, the doctor will say if you miss a day, then double up the next day. But even if you do that, don't run the risk. Yeah, don't play yourself. Because I would never.
I took the pill for like 2 days and I was like, no, I won't got time for this. that patch, I mean that shot, it wasn't working for me because it was terrible for me. It wasn't a good time.
Okay. What was the process like, and why did you choose your method of birth control?
Should I go first?
You can go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was the process like? The process, honestly, I just feel like they waste time for because the process is literally you have to go to the gyno and you have to sit. Then they ask you questions, they weigh you or whatever, just for them to say, okay, so you can start today. Literally.
Right, yeah.
So it's like I can answer these questions on the computer and not waste my time getting up, going to the doctor for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And imagine if you had to pay a copay to go for a consultation. Like, that's money wasted. Like, so I don't know. I just feel like the process is tedious. Is that the word? I feel like it's tedious. So it's like too many steps that you just shouldn't have to do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The process for me, well, I went and they asked me, was I still getting the shot every 3 months? And I was like, oh no, I wanted to actually ask you, is there anything else I can get? And they told me you can get the IUD, and they pretty much just gave it to me right then and there while I was in the room. They was like, okay, well, we're going to give you IUD. and it just happened.
Was it hard for you to decide that you wanted to take that birth control for 5 years?
Yes, it was very hard because I love kids, and even though I have my son young, I do want to have another child, and it's just like, I gotta wait another 5 years. Granted, I could take it out when I want, but it's like, waiting 5 years, that's a long time to wait. Even my boyfriend, he was like, oh my God, that's such a long time. So
right.
it was either 5 years or 10 years. So I did 5. So
okay.
I did 5, yeah.
Okay. For me, like I said, the process for me was a little bit extended just because my mom was kind of like wavering. She didn't know if she wanted me on it. I didn't know if I wanted to be on it. And then at one point we were just like, we got to get this done. So, when I went into the doctor, my doctor was really pushy, and you know, a lot of doctors probably will be like that, and a lot of doctors probably won't be like that, but she was like, yeah, she should take the shot. But I didn't really get an option to choose, like, you know, which one I felt like was best. I mean, they give you the pamphlet, but it's still like, okay, we recommend the shot, and my mom is like, okay, yeah, we're going with the shot. That's what the doctor said.
Yeah.
My doctor didn't do that at all. My doctor literally was like, so do you know what you want? And I was like, I just want the pill, because the pill is just like, I feel like it's the easiest one. Not the easiest one to keep up with, but it's just like the basic one. So it's like, I'm not finna get myself into nothing I ain't ready for it. Like, I heard about the shot, you know, they say you gain weight, they say all this stuff, the implant, all this stuff. So it's like, I just ain't want to take no risk yet. So yeah.
Do you ladies plan on, I know you said you do, but do you guys plan on having children in the future, and how do you think birth control will affect that process, if it may?
I don't want to have, honestly speaking, I don't want to have any kids.
Okay.
Not right now, and I don't really know how I'm feeling about the future. You know, people change their minds, so I'm not gonna say never, you know.
Right.
But it's like right now, I'm like, kids in the career choice that I want, it's just not hitting for me.
Okay.
So yeah, like So it's like I don't really care if one day, I don't know. I'm not gonna say I don't really care. It's not as much of a problem for me if one day they say, oh, because you took birth control, you can't have a baby. I'm gonna be like, oh, well, I knew what I was getting myself into, so
right.
You know.
Okay.
Me, I do want to have a kid, another kid, with the K-I-D, not kids, kid. I do want to have another kid in the future, and lots of people have told me that, especially with the birth control I have, that it could really affect your offspring in the near future. And I just hope and pray nothing does affect my offspring. Yeah.
Okay, for me, I feel like I do want to have kids. Actually, this is my gender reveal. I'm having a I'm kidding, y'all. I'm kidding.
You better be playing.
I'm kidding. I'm on my period right now.
Okay, great.
We made it. But yes, I do plan on having kids one day. A lot of people have told me that it can affect. I don't think it really will affect, because I mean, like, yeah, I don't really think it would. You know, Planned Parenthood wouldn't be fighting that hard for us to get on it if they thought it would affect us having kids one day.
Low-key,
you know,
when you think about it, like, come on. If they want us to have it, then maybe it's a sign.
And I don't know. I didn't like what
video.
it was doing to my body. It was giving me more pimples, like I said, longer periods, shorter periods, or no periods at all. So,
also though, I feel like a lot of times you hear more about negative side effects with like the other forms of birth control. Like on the pill, you don't usually hear like people saying like, "Oh my gosh, you made me fat." Like, "Oh my gosh, you did
this is it." I hear like, they make you thick.
Nothing make you thick. Except
I already been thick. I already been thick. That's why, y'all.
She did.
Okay, do not listen to this. But don't let them make you thick for real. I'm sorry. Don't listen to nobody that tell you sex make you thick, because baby, it don't.
Really,
baby.
It may give you a little hip. It may
just spread your hips, because again, you ready for pregnancy. That's
it may give you a little.
That's all it is. Spread your pelvis bones a little bit so you could make room for the baby that's about to be on the way soon. That's it. That's all it do. That's literally all it do. It don't make you.
It has.
If you have the potential to be thick, then you have the potential to be thick. If you didn't, then you did.
Oh shit!
It's just
it
like
has
that.
different effects on different people. It made me bigger.
She's
I will put in a picture.
She swears.
I want to see this picture.
That you.
No,
They said a happy weight. That's what they say.
Happy weight.
Yes.
not.
Maybe
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, so this is the end of the video. I hope you guys really enjoyed, and guys, I really want this to be an educational video. So please share it with somebody who you know is considering it. Share it with a friend who's being risky. You know,
got 3 examples right here.
3 examples right in front of your face.
And they did multiple different versions of it, so they know.
Right. So you guys, this is an informational video, not for promotion or anything. Don't tell your parents I told you to go do this. You know,
Strictly instructional, strictly educational.
right.
If you feel like you're at risk, if you are doing something like that, take this video into consideration.
Or
Exactly.
even, you don't even have to use it for just being at risk. A lot of doctors will say, oh, I think you should consider birth control if you have periods like I used to have, like you used to be in the hospital for something that you shouldn't be in the hospital for, you know?
Exactly. So you guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Share it with a friend and subscribe to both of their channels. It will be in the description box.
You know the
All right.
vibes.
Bye.
I'm walking on sunshine.